Hey guys, today I'm going to show you a quick variation on a leg distraction instead of using it for the hip. We're going to get some relief in the low back. This is great for anybody who's got low back problems. You need some traction. Maybe you have hip impingement. Lots of different variations on this. So generally, I find it really helpful when I'm squatting and I get a sense of pinching here and a hip distraction where I put the band in my hip. Doesn't help so much. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take this infinity band. This is kind of a monster band. What I'm going to do is going to wrap around a stable surface, and the door is just going to have to work for now. Ideally, it's going to be something low, so like a sofa or something. And what you're going to do, it's a little confusing, you're going to cross it. Okay, I'm going to cross the band. So it looks like that. Now you can, if it's up high enough, you can just let it pull you like this. However, I find that when you cross the band, and especially if you have it on something lower, it's much more helpful. It's just confusing. And every time I do this, I have to think about it. So what we're going to do is we're going to cross the band and then put your foot in the band. So I'm going to come this way a little bit so you can see. Now ideally, if this band is anchored to something low, which it should be, that cross here is going to cross right about right here on top. Right? This is where you want it to be. I'm just showing you this option in case you don't. Right? I do have an option of pulling on the rack where the dumbbells are, but it might pull over, so I don't want to do that either. So what you're going to do is you're going to put your foot in the sling like this. Ideally, again, it's lower than that. This is crossed at the foot like so. So it's going to hold you in place better than it is now. And then you're going to scoot back until you feel a pull in this hip joint. And quite honestly, that feels pretty amazing. The whole goal here is to let go, to relax, to feel like you're getting some traction in the hip joint. Not just the hip joint, but also in the low back. So this is fantastic if you've got, like I said, sciatica, low back pain. If you have low back pain on one side and you've been using the ball in your QL and it's just not getting the things like you want, I would do this. And again, you can hang out here for 2 to 5 minutes. Basically, hold it as long as you feel is necessary. You're going to know when it feels right or not. And again, when you loop it, I'll show you what it looks like if we loop it down low. When you hook it to something low, which is ideal, when you hook it this way, and I'm not going to pull just in case that pulls this, because it could. You're going to cross the band, and then you're going to put your foot into it. Which is always confusing, to be perfectly honest. You can just twist it. This made so much more sense at the gym. So ideally, you're going to want that foot pretty solid in that situation. So usually where I have this at the gym, it's not hooked up like this. It's hooked up wide. And so when I go to cross it, it makes a little more sense. What I do with clients is I hold it like this. There you go. So this is the ideal situation. This is what you want. You want it crossed on your foot like that. Sorry, that took about 5 minutes to get to because I don't care how many times I do this, it's still confusing. So do you see what I've got? So it looks like I've got my foot in a brace. That's exactly what you want, because now your foot's not going to go anywhere. And when I lean back, this is just going to give you some nice traction on that hip. So you're going to hang out here for 2 to 5 minutes. Here's how I did that. I put my foot in the sling here, crossed it and then put my toes back through it. Okay, and if you are nice and low like this, it's gonna hold easier. If you're up nice and if you're up high, it's not gonna go as well. So that's how you do a leg distraction. Let me know how it works for you.